Hey everybody! Finally, DCUO posted their producer's letter, for December 2024. So they're talking a bit about what they used to have, and they're introducing someone new. I wanted to take a moment and introduce myself. My name is Andre Emerson, executive producer of This Universe Online, and I have been developing games for the past 30 years. You have not heard from me until now, but only because I've been immersed in DCO for the past several months, logging countless hours across multiple characters. I'm sure some of us have grouped together. As gamers, it's been critically important for me and our other newer team members to experience the depth and breadth of the game as the players before developers. So here they're just talking about what they had so far now outside their ops, how like one episode, not for what's to come. I read it and it's insane changes. Okay. There are plenty of exciting updates to look forward to because we've been hard at work implementing many changes and improvements to DCO. For example, we are overhauling the renown system to be far more inclusive. Beginning with our next big story arc, all players will earn renown when defeating bosses in new instant content. Difficulty setting will determine the rate at which you earn. This will also allow aspiring players to gain access to elite gear as well as engagement in the affinity mode system. Further, we're thrilled to announce that our battle-tested players who defeated new elite bosses will now earn exclusive R&D recipes, which will allow the crafting of elite weapons, neck, ring, and utility belt items. Creating these items will also have new feats attached. We are also excited to be launching a brand new event system to centralize your gameplay experience. This will improve event communication and accessibility. You'll be able to select content, view progress, and examine rewards. This event system will also serve as a launchpad for a major new edition called Campaign 2025. This new and annual campaign will offer players the chance to complete multiple events throughout the year to earn mega prizes that we know you'll love. Stay tuned for more details. So they're focusing on a few things here. On the elite stuff, on the event stuff, I guess for sure that the event stuff, we heard feedback from players online, myself and others. It's harder to complete the events now, and it's a bit of a mess because everything's also so expensive. There's just so many seasonals, and every year there's so many things to get. So if you're starting or coming back, you're a bit behind. So this is really good for you. But we're just getting started. Other features that we're exploring include account-wide cache sharing, heroes and villains coming together in cross-faction links, private queues, removing restrictions on group sizes, improvements to the knockout revive gameplay, and much more. Also, worth noting that we see deeper gameplay potential in DCO's summonable entities, allies, pets, sidekicks, henchmen, and more. And we'll be looking into their utility, progression, and overall UX. So a lot of feedback has been taken into consideration here. The account-wide cache sharing, because we can't send cache to ourselves anymore via the mailing system. And I remember a lot of threads on the forums about letting heroes and villains queue together and being linked together. So this is definitely good, specifically because of the current state of the population right now. Private queues, we'll see how it goes. That sounds interesting. Improvements to knockout revive gameplay, also interesting because it also bugs out a lot of times. And yeah, of course, people wanted changes to sidekicks and all of that for ages, so I hope the latest customized them out. Who knows? And future story arcs. Every new adventure starts with a chapter 1. The era of episodes has come to an end. Okay, so no more episodes. This doesn't mean we are erasing their existence. You'll continue to find both episodes and future chapter releases coexisting in-game as story arcs. Okay. You may be asking why future storyline expansion won't be called episodes anymore. That's because we have big plans to release multi-part narratives, highly focused on delivering compelling and compassionate storytelling. These type of stories aren't meant to be episodic, and so the idea of chapters making up each new story arc conceptualized. We're putting our foot forward to bolster our roots as to why we're fans of comic books. Okay, this probably was my feedback because I played Guild Wars 2 and I wanted to have bigger stories and I wanted to have more to explore. And yeah, I was just like, I give this feedback. Because I think it will make the content much more interesting, even if there's cutscenes, to make it much more interesting. Without going too much into detail, DCUO's next story arc will be the darkest yet in the 4-part mystery adventure starting with Chapter 1 in late January. Take a look at a couple of these sneak peeks from the art team. So, I haven't been caught up with the comics. If you recognize some of it, do let us know, because in the comment section. That looks like a dungeon or torture room, and this looks like a park, snowy park. So it looks beautiful, though. I'm sure the environment team had so much work on these. It looks amazing just from the screenshot. To support the weight of this new level of storytelling, we're also excited to introduce a brand new section on the website called Storyblogs. Storyblogs will be an extension to the stories untold in DCUO, whether it be a deep dive in lore, side stories, prequels, or teasers. It'll have it all. Keep an eye out for the first one as we get closer to the holidays. Oh, okay, so it's coming soon. Okay. Either way, though, I'm very excited. It sounds very good. And I remember posting in the forums, I don't know if it was last year or when, I did want them to utilize the website more and their YouTube channel. So if they're really going to take this further and, celebrate characters and stories in the DC universe, that really brings the hype for people who play the game for the DC characters, for the DC universe. So that's great. We'd like to thank you all again for an incredible year. While the team has lots of new faces, we've also experienced countless learnings. 2025 is going to be a thrill ride for DCO. We're grateful that you're here for the rush. Andre Emerson, executive producer. Time to arrange a new interview. I'm kidding. But I'm very excited. And you can see the Storyblogs section's already up. But you can't see anything here because they didn't add anything yet. You can also access from here. But you can see Graveyard here. And that kind of makes me think if they're going for a dark storyline for current one, it can either be DC versus vampires, that's what makes the most sense to me, but take it with a grain of salt, or DC's dark stories. So these are the most terrible and dark stories I can think of, but who knows. For joining me in today's video. And of course, let me know in the comments below what you think. This is crazy. It's so much that we didn't expect. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next video with more updates. Bye bye.